Hello, I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Welcome to TCM. May is only a couple of days away, leaving us just enough time for a few more April showers, as in a lineup of movies where rain plays an important role in the storytelling. Such a critical role that the word rain shows up in the title of all 5 movies we have ahead tonight. We begin with an Oscar-nominated drama starring Katharine Hepburn and Burt Lancaster. This one's from Paramount in 1956, The Rainmaker. Set in Kansas during the Depression, Hepburn plays the spinster daughter of a local rancher who keeps trying and failing to marry her off. That's not his only problem. His cattle are dying because a severe drought has killed most of the crops. Father is played by a Broadway and film actor named Cameron Prudhomme, with an apostrophe after the D, Prude Home. He routinely played fathers in movies and on Broadway. He earned a Tony nomination for the 1957 musical New Girl in Town with Gwen Verdon. Back to The Rainmaker. Burt Lancaster enters the picture as a smooth-talking con man who's been traveling across the Midwest promising to end the drought and make it rain, literally, in exchange for $100. He's been run out of every town so far, but he finds an easy mark in Hepburn and her father, both desperate to believe his con is real. Rainmaker started out as a teleplay in 1953, written by N. Richard Nash. A year later, Nash adapted his TV drama for the stage. The play became a hit on Broadway, starring Geraldine Page and Darren McGavin. Producer Hal Wallace bought the film rights and retained the director of the Broadway version, Joseph Anthony. Anthony was a top theater director, earning 6 Tony nominations in the 1950s and 60s. This was his first movie. Initially, Wallace offered the role of the con man to William Holden, but when Holden backed out, Burt Lancaster campaigned for the part. He is very good here, but of course, Lancaster perfected the charming con man role 4 years later in Elmer Gantry, which won Lancaster the Academy Award. Katharine Hepburn also came on board eagerly. Her performance earned her an Oscar nomination, the 7th of her great career. Film also earned a nomination for its original score, composed by Alex North. From 1956, also with Wendell Corey, Lloyd Bridges, and Earl Holliman, The Rainmaker. At the time she made The Rainmaker, Katharine Hepburn had just finished playing a similar role in David Lean's 1955 romance Summertime, co-starring Rosanna Brazzi. A few years later, Burt Lancaster again played a character with strong echoes of Bill Starbuck in Elmer Gantry from 1960, winning the Oscar for Best Actor. Hepburn's performance in The Rainmaker earned her the 7th Best Actress Oscar nomination of her career. In all, she picked up 12 nominations. Katharine Hepburn won 4 times, making her, still to this day, the only performer to win 4 competitive Oscars in any acting category. Earl Holliman, who played Hepburn's brother Jim, was not the first actor considered for the part. Elvis Presley screen tested for the role, and had he gotten it, this would have been Elvis's film debut. Not long after, Elvis landed the role that launched his movie career, Love Me Tender, which actually beat The Rainmaker to the box office by a month or so. The Rainmaker is the only big screen pairing of Katharine Hepburn and Burt Lancaster. And while they respected each other as actors, they had entirely different approaches to acting, making it challenging for them to work together. Hepburn was always prepared, while Lancaster preferred to learn his lines the night before, or change them entirely once they began shooting. Coming up, Van Johnson and Jane Wyman strike up an unlikely romance in a film released the same year as The Rainmaker. Miracle in the Rain from 1956 is next on TCM.
Next on TCM, Miracle in the Rain, then The Rain People, and later, Singin' in the Rain. TCM's laughing at clouds tonight.